I go for refuge to the Buddha. Go for refuge to the Dharma. I take refuge in the Sangha. Continue as Zen Flesh, Zen Bones, story number 37, Publishing the Sutras. This is one of my favorites, one of the ones that is most inspiring to me. It is about a monk in the 13th century in Japan named Tetsugen. Tetsugen, when he was young, made a vow to publish the sutras in Japanese. At that time, there were the whole Tripitaka, the whole collection, the whole canon of sutras was available in Japan, but it was in Chinese or Korean. Tetsugen said, this is important for the Japanese people to have texts in their own language. So he made a vow to get them translated and published. He began by standing on the corner soliciting alms. And some people would give him, a tiny part, 10 yen. Some people would give him some gold. Whatever it was, he took it and he stored it. And he lived very frugally. And he collected alms for 10 years. After 10 years, he was about ready to commission this work when there was a famine in the country and people were dying, starving. And he had to ask himself, right here, right now, what is the highest, the best use of this money? And he took the money and he distributed it to help support people during the famine. He picked up his vow again after things became more stable. And once again, he was standing on the corner asking everyone who passed by for alms to support this project of publishing the sutras. And some people gave him a few coins and some people gave him a lot. But it took him 10 more years to collect enough money to start this project. A plague came. People were dying. What is needed? He took his money, distributed it again to help people, and once again began from the beginning. The third time, he collected enough money to have the sutras translated, to have the wood blocks carved, an extensive thing, to have the sutras printed, and then the paper, and then distributed. And it said that he made 7,000 copies of the canon. What an example of vow. Someone has in their heart an intention, and no matter what obstacles came, they respond to those obstacles and continue with their vow. It's said in Japan that he made actually 3 sets of the sutras. The first 2 were invisible, and the third is what has been bequeathed to us today. May each of us find in our hearts something important, and may we step forward with our life to bring it to life.